Hi, everybody. I'm Danny Diliberto, and I'm with ACCUSTATS Video Productions at the Turning Stone Casino in Verona, New York, where we're going to have what I consider could very well have been a final match. And unfortunately, two of the greatest players in the game are on the loser side here. And along with my good friend and commentator partner, Carl Galante, we are going to try to make this match exciting if we need to.
Hill, why not?
Yeah. We have Dennis Hatch versus Johnny Archer. I could sit here and talk all day about what they've won. They are two of the greatest players in the game, and I'll tell you how fickle this game of pool is. Dennis Hatch shot perfect yesterday and slaughtered Mika Immonen, and then after everybody's like deciding he's winning the tournament, he played Dennis Orcolio, one of the Philippine players, and he got killed. So it's a fickle game. You know, the talent is so big that whoever gets on a roll can slaughter the other guy. That's what happened. Dennis played as perfect as possible. At 45 years of this game, that's the best set I ever saw. And then he got killed.
He got killed. Never got a chance at the table.
Right. That's how it is. Top players like this, whoever gets on the roll, you don't have to shoot much. You don't have to do much wrong to lose either. Well, anyway, the first leg goes to Dennis Hatch. Let's see if he can continue the way he played yesterday on this table. Big break. Well, he made what, three balls? Does he have a shot? Well,
he's close.
He's not snookered for sure. You know, the 2 is right on the cue ball. Does it go by the 6? It looks like it does. And it looks like it has the angle that you can go right to the 3. If you pocket it. Hit it a little low, follow through, you go right to the 3 ball. Perfectly. I don't see a problem at all here.
If we could use one of your famous lines, it's Mickey Mouse from here.
It's Mickey Mouse, or you're right, or a Cosmo. You know, Cosmo, of course, means an easy layout. I'm not going to get into how it became Cosmo, but if we get a break, I will tell you that.
The fact that he's so lined up here. Oh, okay. He was pretty straight on that.
Well, he had a little angle. He tried to do it with English, but you're right. He has to cut this ball. It isn't automatic. You know, he's going to go 2 rails, probably play the 6 in the same pocket. That's what he did, and he fell on it really good because now he can fall on the 7 because he fell on the 6 real well. So I don't see any problem here, and it looks like Dennis Hatch is going to draw first blood here, and he better because the loser packs his bags here.
That's horrible.
It is. It's
to see one of these two leaving on Saturday early afternoon.
Right. This could very well be a final match, like I said.
Yeah.
Well, Dennis takes the lead 1-0. He broke him, made 3 balls, and was playing 6 ball. Well, anyway, Carl Galante and I go back many years. He's from Buffalo. I'm from Buffalo. We were partners in business a long time ago, and I still feel like we're partners.
Yeah.
And I go to Buffalo, and I get red carpet treatment at his room and from him, and we are very good friends.
You know how excited I can get about pool. And having you around, we can handle that nice and easy. How about the 2 powerhouse breakers we got here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. This is what I always wonder about with the break. 2 things. The same guy breaking on the same table. He made 3 last rack. This rack he made nothing. Last rack he made 3 and had a Mickey Mouse out. Now he breaks, doesn't make a ball. Archer has nothing. That is the mental stress of this game. You know,
sure.
You can't let it bother you because it's going to happen. It's been happening in my life, you know, for 45 years. So it's not going to change. Why it happens, no one knows.
You can only hope that everyone gets the same amount of bad luck, really, that everybody has to look at the shot differently.
Well, he's
and
shooting this
accept
ball.
it.
You know,
I mean,
he's going rail first, but could he get to the 2?
not
That's
only
the whole story. Can he get to the 2? You don't want to be shooting shots that you're not going to gain with. You know, if you make it, you're not out, and if you miss it, you could lose. So he has to, if he's going to play rail first, he better go all out. He decided to push. He decided to push.
At least he's at the table instead of Dennis.
I think he
had a
snookered
shot
himself with the push. I don't know. He doesn't have a full ball to hit. I don't see how. He's grinning. He's trying to play a poker bluff, I think. Archer shot this. I don't think Dennis is supposed to accept this shot. I think you got to give this one back.
Jeez, I would say so.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Unless he's going to play safe here. Obviously, he's got something in mind, right?
Archer played a bluff. You know, he's going to test the guy. This is like a poker bluff, and Dennis did not go for it. He has too much experience. And the reason that Archer did this is he had a shot to make the 1, but he couldn't get to the 2, so he came with what he thought was trickery. And
so where's he going now? What's going to happen here?
He better fan this thin and try to leave at least distance. You know, I don't think he can
Is he going
kick
to try to
behind
beat
it. I don't think he can get behind it. He might even be shooting at this. Yeah, he might be cutting at this.
Boy, did he twist.
He was trying to make it, but you know, he's going to get lucky with the leave because he left distance, you know, and even making this ball doesn't have to get to the 2, but he can pocket the 1 in the right-hand corner and go 1 rail with the cue ball and take a cut on the, you know, on the 2. You know, the whole thing is, this is not a gimme, this ball. You know, if you pocket it, here's what I see. Here's what I see. I think he can shoot the ball in that pocket and go here to here and take the cut.
Look at this.
No, he didn't decide to do that. He went right in the pocket.
He went the other way.
Yeah, he went the other way, and Archer.
Last night, you had Dennis on an interview, and he was talking about a break. And I noticed that his cue ball is nowhere. I noticed his cue ball is nowhere near the center of the table. He seems to just bust through him. Did he say anything about that?
No. No, he's had no problem with the break, so he didn't have to try to think about changing anything. But now he made a rare error, and Archer starting with ball in hand. That's the best way to start in a match with a tough player. You know, you want to get loose. You want to get some kind of rhythm. He certainly can get that here. He's looking on, you know, how he wants to fall on the 3 to get on the 4. You know, he's going to make the 1 and the 2. Now, where do you want to get on the 3 to get on the 4? You know, you want an automatic angle, which he can do. Now it's a case of, is he going to go 1 rail or 2 rails? He wants to keep the angle on the 3. You know, when he makes the 2, whether it's 1 rail or 2 rail, he has to fall on the angle on the 3 to automatically get to the 4. Yeah, let's see what happens here. He went 2 rails and he's going to the side. I wasn't exactly crazy about that, but because he's got obstructions going to the 4 in the side now. You know, I like getting the angle for the corner and then automatically fall on the 4, but he's got work to do here. He's fairly straight in here, and he has balls in the way. You know, the 5 and the...
That's interesting.
Pretty good shot. He fell on the ball, and he's going to have an angle to get to the 5 in the corner pocket where he's going to stand now. He's got this center ball, pop it in, maybe even a little lower than center, and you're getting to the 5 in that pocket where his hands are right now. No, he killed it on the full side. He didn't want to go past that ball, and that's a good idea because I like to say that go to path that you're least snookered with the cue ball's path. And that's what he did there. Good control. I thought he had a little more cut, but he hit it on the full side. Controlled the cue ball nicely. Perfect angle to get to the 7. Hit the cue ball low. Follow through. What would you do here, Carl?
I'd say Mickey Mouse time.
Mickey Mouse time? That means that Carl thinks that he's automatically going to the 7 by making the 6. That's Mickey Mouse position.
Mickey Mouse run out.
Yeah, hit the cue ball
Should
low.
be. We'll see.
I think he's taking too long here. I don't think this is a mystery. Hit it low, pocket it, and you're going to have the 7 in that pocket with a pretty good angle to get to the 8. This is what you want. You want to be able to make the ball automatically go to the next ball, and that's where he is. Hit it a little low, pocket the ball, and get as close as you want to the 8. Watch outside. Oh, his backer just twitched. Yeah, he came a little dangerously close to the side, but he's fine. And we have a 1-1 match here.
Here we go.
Now we're going to see Archer's break. And Archer is one of the finest breaks in the game.
The miscue by Dennis cost him a game, correct?
Yeah. It sure did. It
Keep
might
track
cost
of these.
More. You know, that one is gone, and the guy's at the table breaking, so, you know, when you miss with players like this, you might not shoot for a while.
This guy could make 3 balls.
Well,
I'm curious
really,
to see where his cue ball is going to end up as opposed to where Dennis is. You're not really sure where it's going to end up.
Well, the whole idea here is you don't care if you make 3. You want to make at least 1 and have a shot at the 1.
At the 1.
You know, as long as you're pulling for a lot of balls, why don't you just make 9? Which I've seen 8 on the break, believe it or not. David Howard made 8 balls on the break once.
Oh, my gosh. Well, the big question is, what was the ball standing?
It was the 9.
The 9 was standing by itself.
Yeah. Okay, he made 2. You predicted 3, but he made 2, but has no shot.
Oh, he's not liking this. Oh, my gosh.
He doesn't have a shot. I don't know if he could even hit it. I don't think he can. Now, here's the big thing. Where do you push? Where do you push that's going to trick a top player like Dennis Hatch? You know, the push is a funny thing. I really, you know, I'm tired of saying it over the years, but whoever pushes with good players is going to get the worst of it. You might come with a trick here and there, but you can only do it once. See, I would make a trick push where it looks like I'm trying to leave an edge, but I'm not. And you kick off the rail and go to a spot where man doesn't have a shot. But right now, I wish we could put some kind of gear on their heads where we can hear their thinking.
Oh,
wouldn't that be great?
It would be fantastic. But they'd end up losing concentration.
What is he thinking of? Not too many places to push. And then if you're going to get the worst of it with the push, which I think you're going to, then tie balls up. Change something if you can.
I was going to ask you about that tying up like this 3. Could you have pushed it down just... Well, it doesn't matter.
That's no bargain. See, before he did that, he should have moved the ball near the side and make that a little tougher. So let the guy work if he's going to beat you to a shot. You know, I would have never left that ball hanging inside. Move that one. Make something a little different. Oh, that's not a good shot.
Oh, boy.
That's no bargain, but he has a long way to go to get to the 2 ball. You know, he did leave some sort of a cut on the 1, but can he get to the 2? There isn't many paths.
Is Johnny going to take this cut shot, do you think, since the 2 is somewhat open?
Yeah.
spaces.
I think you gotta shoot this, even if you're only going to look to play safe off the 2. I don't think you can let your opponent shoot this. You know, Dennis, I think, made a bad shot. He let him have this. Now, can he spin it in front of the side and go 2 rails to the 2? That's the whole thing. It's a pretty thin hit. But if he can hit before the side, I don't even know if he's looking at that. It looks like he's playing a safe.
Would he attempt a bank here? Possibly.
Well, you can't get to the 2 doing that.
He wants to play
he
safe.
Played a safe and tried to get him behind a 4 ball, but he didn't do that either.
I thought Johnny would have cut that 1 in.
Well, he could have, but he couldn't have got to the 2.
Shot maker that he is.
That's the whole story. You don't want to shoot a shot for nothing. You want to get rewarded when you make a ball. Because if you miss it, the other guy can use that to go to the next ball, but you're not getting to the next ball.
Oh, my gosh.
We're in a safety play, and here he just made sure of distance. You know, if somehow or another he could have snookered him, that would have been a bonus. But he wanted to leave distance, which he did.
In that last shot, didn't Dennis have the right angle to make that 1 into the corner and drift down to the 2 there?
No, it was too thin.
Just too thin.
It was too thin, so he decided to play safe. Now here, this to me is the 6x12 snooker safe. I think that you can hit this ball there, bank it to here, and kill the cue ball over here somewhere. You know, but main thing is get distance. If you happen to snooker the guy, great. But get distance on that 1 ball. And he has that shot, you know. And he has a chance to snooker the guy too, but get distance.
In here somewhere.
No, he's got to bank the ball past the 9 and let the cue ball float to the right. That's the shot here. I'm sure he's shooting that. No, he's not. I'm not so sure anymore, and I don't like that shot either. But Dennis has a similar shot. But you know what? He might have an angle this time to bank it and go to the 2. I think he does have that. You know, he can draw the ball and bank this in the left-hand corner and get to the 2.
Jeez, that's pretty.
Get
oh, jeez.
Well, that's what I saw.
And
that's Archer's fault there because he left that possibility. See, Dennis didn't have that before. He had a straight in bank and wouldn't have gone anywhere. Now he had an angle. Great shot.
Johnny wanted to get behind this 4 ball. That's all there was to it.
Yeah, he made a bad shot, and I'm sure he's going to get punished for it. But you see, earlier in the game, if Johnny would have moved that 5 ball, Dennis would have had something to do, but now it's like automatic. You make the 3, you go to the 4, the 5 is hanging. I would have had that 5 not hanging, just to make it a little tougher for the guy. See, there's no problems here. Dennis shoots pretty good both hands. No problem here. Get some kind of angle. Really, even if you got straight in, you're okay. But he got the angle to go 1 rail. Shoot the 9 in the pocket to his right now. No, he hit it full enough to control it. He didn't want to hit a rail and go 1 rail, but either way would have been fine, but that's the shortest distance for the cue ball to travel. And Dennis Hatch. We have a Buffalo contingent here. You know, Dennis is from Buffalo.
We always do.
Dennis Hatch is from Buffalo. Carl's from Buffalo. I'm from Buffalo.
I already see some of my APA players here. They've already started piling in. And believe me, there'll be a lot of them today.
Carl has a room in Buffalo, New York, Classic Q, and he has leagues, and some of his league players are coming here to the tournament, which is like 170 miles away. And they don't get a chance to see top players like this often, so many of them from Buffalo made the trip.
I told the players, I said, just go out there, watch these people, watch how they move the cue ball around, and you learn stuff without even playing. It's really important for the
You're right.
players.
You're right. Well,
and even if you play just a couple of times a week, you don't have to be a pool nut at the room 7 days a week. But if they just come out and watch the way the cue ball moves around.
Yeah, the way they think. Well, Dennis made 2 balls on the break, didn't have a shot.
Oh my gosh, again. Just like last rack.
Yeah. And he made a great shot here. I don't know if that little hit gave him a chance to shoot the 2.
I think the 2's makeable.
Yeah. That little hit, it just, glanced more to the right than it would have. And I think he does have a shot. But, I don't know. The 3 doesn't pass, so you might be shooting this shot for nothing. And that's what you want to avoid doing in pool. You don't want to shoot tough shots that you're not getting rewarded for, because if you miss it, it's possible to leave the guy a good opportunity to fall on that ball that doesn't pass. So I don't know. He's going to play safe. I would have liked safe there.
He must have plans here to do something.
I don't know what the plans are except self-defense. Is he going to shoot this combination? Yeah, I think he could have played safe and put Dennis behind the 7. Yeah, the 3 doesn't pass, I don't believe.
He must
is he
feel
playing
aggressive.
The combination? Well, if he plays the combination here, that 3 ball is going to come off the rail and hit the cue ball again. So this is like tough to judge. Yeah, he's looking at the combination, but watch what happens. I think the 3 is going to cut the 7 and hit the cue ball again. So this is going to be tough to control, because you're really controlling 3 different things here. You're pocketing the 7, hopefully. Then you want the 3 to stop somewhere nice, and the cue ball has to stop.
So it was all center ball, right?
He
hit center ball.
Yeah. See, the 3 came close to hitting the cue ball, but it didn't. So he has a pretty good shot now to run out. Well, he has a little uncertainty here what he's going to do. I know he's got a good shot to pocket the ball. Can you kill it and fall on the 4 without hitting a lot of rails? He's shooting this
into this.
He looked like he was shooting it in the side, but if he did, here's what he can do if he shoots it in the side. Pocket this ball in the side and go 1, 2 rails to here. That's what he looks like.
So this is the key shot for him right here.
It's the winning shot. You fall on the 4 here, you win the game.
If he goes to the upper left corner here.
Well, then it's a little tougher control.
He doesn't like that because of the toughness of the shot or the control of the cue ball, you're saying?
Yeah, I like shooting the ball in the side and going 2 rails to the 4 and see what he does. I think that's what he's going to do. He did, but he shot it a little too hard. He might be punished here. He snookered himself. Yeah, he hit it a little too hard. He wanted to cinch it with the speed, that makes him confident, and he didn't fall on this ball too well.
Can he get by here?
I don't know if from our monitor, it doesn't look like he can. Well, he's picking up specs from the table, which he's learned how to do. But let me tell you something. The great Luther Lassiter did that all the time. Always picking spots
that wasn't
up,
there.
Wetting his index finger and then putting it on the little whatever fuzz. And Archer has taken over Lassiter's thing. He's looking at it like he could make it. From here it looks like he can't. But if he could make it, he'll have a shot on the 5 for sure. The fact that he's taking so long is that whatever it is, it's not obvious. He missed the ball.
Oh boy.
He jumped up.
Half a diamond.
Notice the jump up?
Never good.
Never good is right, See, he was a little nervous about the shot, so his body told him, Johnny, whatever you do, don't jump up. And he didn't. He jumped right up.
Boy, Dennis is loving this, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He's loving being at the table.
Yeah. Well, I think he can hit this on the full side and draw the ball. No, he went 1 rail, which was just as good. He figured why kill it and lose the cue ball. He just went 1 rail, and he did it very nice. And it looks like Dennis Hatch is going to take a 3-1 lead here.
He's loving that. One thing about Dennis, actually, and Johnny too, they sure do follow through the cue ball beautifully.
Well, that's
talk about technique. These two got it.
Well, their fundamentals are real well, but that last inning, Johnny did jump up.
Yeah.
And like I like to tell people, your body will warn you that I'm nervous, I might jump up, so whatever I do, play the fundamentals perfectly. Think of the fundamentals. Stay down, follow through. You know, the body will tell you, you're a little doggish here, make sure the fundamentals. But in the heat of battle, that's sometimes tough to do.
Not to mention you see the guy that's following you. If you miss, that could cause a little uneasiness.
Dennis, every rack, he's making 2-3 balls.
Gee whiz.
And he has a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
Tough to beat a player like this when he's playing 6-ball. He's playing 6-ball.
I didn't notice where the cue ball just went. I don't know if it just stood in the center there or if it
it rolled
blasted around.
But it stopped okay. Well, now it doesn't, because now he's on the rail. And if he weren't on the rail, he would just draw back a little bit. But he's on the rail. It's going to be tough. He's got to jack up, which makes everything a little more difficult. But see what I mean?
Sure.
The whole difference was getting on the rail there. If he weren't on the rail, that would have been Mickey Mouse out. And he's a little hot that he missed the ball, but I pointed out why it happened. You know, he had to jack up, and anytime you jack up, control of the cue ball is a little bit tougher.
I think these two guys respect each other so much that they know they're coming at him. If there's a miss, they're coming.
That might have been true when they first started, but right now they've played so many great players that I don't think that enters. They're playing their game. They're not thinking of the opponent. Good shot. Good shot. Got a little too much angle. He doesn't like it because, you know, when you got a little more cut, the cue ball speed is a little tougher to judge. You know, fuller would have been, again, Mickey Mouse. You know who Mickey Mouse was named after? Walt Disney. Walt Disney. You know who it was named after?
I don't have a clue. Can I get
Mickey
3 guesses?
Rooney.
Mickey Rooney.
I'm telling you the truth.
They're about the same size in height.
Yeah. Yeah. See, because he had a thin head, he had to travel a little more with the cue ball. He didn't want that. Now he's got work again.
Oh boy. He's grabbing his ears for whatever reason.
I know. Here, I think he's going to have to go 3 rails. I think he has to cut this ball in there and go 1, 2, 3, maybe to here. That would be ideal. He can't hit the end rail cutting it in, and it's a little bit too thin to draw at 1 rail. So I think he's got to go the path I just pointed out. Let's see if he was looking. No, he hit it full enough to draw it. Now he's going to get on the wrong side of the ball. Maybe. No, he's okay. See, a little more cut on this, and you're not getting to the 9 easily. But he got pretty full, so no problem.
And this here is just center ball, make the ball and go.
That's right. Go forward and shoot the 9 in this.
Nothing fancy.
To the right of him. No. No. That's an obvious layout here. We got 3-2. You know. Dennis had an easy out there, but he fell on the rail, and it caused him to miss the ball.
2 mistakes in that rack, yeah. 1 by each player, correct?
Yeah. That's what's so really difficult about this game of pool now. Dennis did nothing wrong yesterday, and he's already done a lot wrong. I like to hear the stats. Let's get some stats here. The ACCUSTATS figures. Dennis is leading 3-2.
Wow.
Dennis looked
And that could have been
here.
a 4-1 situation if he makes the.
Oh,
if
yeah,
he doesn't.
big
Oh boy.
difference. 3-2, 4-1. Dennis looked over here and kind of shook his head that he's a little disappointed with his play so far.
He's got to stay focused.
Oh,
got to
yes.
stay focused. Think the shot through.
You're right. Good thought. He's got to forget last inning.
Got to just
Last
stay on the
inning
table.
doesn't exist. Don't dwell on that inning. You notice that I've been saying all week that the softer break has had more success. Now Johnny, who's a big breaker, took a lot off that one.
He sure did.
But you know what? He didn't hit the ball solid. You know, he got a little action, and best of all, he played safe on the break.
Again.
Well, he didn't do it on purpose, but
This has come
Here
up
we
at
are.
least, what, 3 other games I think they've had this push situation.
well, Dennis has had no trouble making balls on the break. Johnny is. Now this rack is very tricky. Look at the 2-8. The 2 might pass the 8 in this corner over here, but this is not. You don't have to get out here with ball in hand. The push. Oh, I tie the
boy.
ball. I
Oh,
tie the
he's-
balls up a little more. He left a cut. I think
So,
he wanted to tease Johnny with a cut, but you're shooting this, and there's really no real good chance to fall on the 2 here. You know, he's got a tough shot if he decides to cut at it, and you're shooting it for nothing.
is he going to make the 1 can he feel comfortable making this 1, get to the 2, and play a safe from the
That's-
2? Is that what he's going to
Good
maybe
point,
do
Carl.
here?
Good point. Sometimes you play for the best spot to play safe.
To the next
You
ball.
know, yeah, you don't always shoot to make the next ball. You play the best spot to play safe, and that's what you called out. He hit rail first, and it looks like he's going to snooker Dennis now. Dennis might have an edge to hit. I'm not sure, but he certainly doesn't have a shot. They're talking about something. I don't know what. Johnny's making hand motions. Yeah, he looks like he's kicking. Now he had the edge of it, and he banked it. He played this. I mean, perfect 2 rails, but he
Oh, boy,
he didn't
look at
snuff
this.
It. He could have shot that a little harder. He left the shot, but once again, you're not getting on the 2 very easily.
8 balls to mess with.
I don't think
and
he.
they found a path.
Yeah, but he doesn't have position here. I don't think he can cut it in and hit the 8. I think it's too thin for that. So he has to think about playing it safe. I don't see any advantage trying to shoot this, but you can shoot it straight on and try to bank it behind the 7 and the 4.
And what about his cue ball laying behind the 2-8 here? Is he going to try to get to that
He can do
point?
that too. He can do both. 2 rail, the 1, try to get him with the. It would be real nice if he can go 1 rail, move the 8, and snooker him too. Big move. Let's see what he does.
Looks.
He's trying to make it. He did have enough room to make it. See, you know what he did there? He hit it on the full side, as you see. He barely didn't make it, but he had to hit it on the full side to get the cue ball to glance enough to go into the 8. Great shot.
Great player.
Great shot. That was that was a great shot. He's close to the 2, but he does have a cut. Dennis got up to C if he had one, but he does have a cut. But it's in an awkward spot. You know, he might have to shoot left-handed here, or the bridge. Oh, he's using the extension. Heck with the bridge, he's coming with the extension. And I like to say in the past this was illegal, like in the distant past, 40 years ago. You couldn't use an extension. It's actually cheating, you know. Sometimes you could take, you can play closer position and reach the cue ball with the extension, where in the past you had to
coming
take
off.
a longer shot.
Extension came off.
He
He's
took it
going
off.
lefty.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He's
He had
not
to
sure.
shoot left-handed. Yeah, I don't care for that extension here. He's close enough to hit it pretty good left-handed.
with this 3 ball?
Well, he's doing the twist.
Is he going to be here?
Well, the cue ball's
For the cue
flying
ball.
around. I'm not, I don't think he's going to have a problem having a shot on the 3. His problem is doing the right body stuff to cut this ball in. This ball stopped in a funny place.
I think so too.
Yeah, he went to the extension. He went to left-handed, and in the end, he's using the bridge, which is the way the game should be played.
Look at
Use
this.
the bridge. He's going to have a shot, if he makes this.
This is
I
awful
think he's
thin.
going to make it, of course. Where's the cue ball going? He pocketed that.
Wow, to the
He
other
hit the
side.
3, and it stopped a little funny. He's got a thin shot, and he's not snookered, but I don't like his end of shooting this.
He's going to have to play safe here,
I
right?
think so.
Isn't that
I
a
think
shame?
so. This has been a funny game with 2 powerful players.
There's
We're not
no
getting
offense.
runouts. We're getting a lot of safety, defense,
Strategy,
thinking,
back and forth.
strategy, and all that. That's funny, because yesterday everything opened up and Dennis just ran right out.
Yeah.
Today, what a difference a day makes.
That's why we keep playing this game. Every layout's different.
Oh, of course. The big statistics.
It's the challenge
Is he
of
cutting that?
dissecting.
No. Good shot. Good speed. He snookered Dennis. He snookered Dennis. The thing about this game is mind-boggling. You can rack the balls in 9-ball and break them every minute for eternity, and the balls are never stopping in the same place.
Like a snowflake.
Got to hit this. Good shot. He tried to hit it 2 rails,
Gee
and that
whiz.
killed the cue ball. Once
Look
you
at-
come behind
beautiful,
that rail, hit it
beautiful.
full. But he didn't snooker him. Now he has an excellent chance to play a safe. He can bank this ball this way and get the cue ball this way, and he has all of these balls to snooker him with. That, I think, is the shot. He's certainly not going to shoot at this. He has an awful lot of obstructions if he can bank that ball where I pointed out. I'm sure he's going to try that. He certainly can't be cutting at it. Hit it full and bank it. Your cue ball's going in the right direction.
The Scorpion is lining up.
Johnny the Scorpion. Oh, he shot at the ball.
Oh, my
He made it.
goodness.
What a great shot. He felt like pocketing.
Wow.
He had enough of the safeties. He's not getting in rhythm with all that safety, so he decided to shoot. The score right now is 3-2 favor Dennis, right?
Yeah.
Well, he has a shot here, but can he get to the 5? Looks like he's going into the 7. He forced forward. Good shot. Good shot.
After that last cut, this is an easy one.
Yeah. Well, is the 8-9 dead combination? Because that makes things a little easier. Because if you got to fall on the 8, something can go wrong. But if the combination is straight in, he just has to run these 3 balls and shoot the combination. Thin hit. Good hit. Oh, the cue ball. He lost the cue ball. It was a thin hit, and he
Boy.
lost the cue ball.
Yeah, that's happened a lot. I feel like it's been
Well,
happening
it's been
a lot.
funny
That
match
extra
so
2
far.
inches.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if this ball banks under the 7. I don't think so. So now you either want to hit the 6 and snooker him behind the 7, or cut the 6 2 rails and leave distance. I like that. I always prefer distance. You're going to play a safe and you got a short safe and a long safe. Play the long one. Guy has less control.
Could he go into this 7 ball after hitting the 6 and force it in the 7 to that far corner?
I don't know why he would try that. I mean, you know, that would be suicidal.
Oh,
He cut it in. Great shot. It looked like, you know, a little thinner than that, but now is the 8-9 dead. Whole story.
He can also play for the 8 into the corner also.
Well, no, he's a little too thin for that. If he were fuller, he could do that and just draw, like, brush this side rail. He can do that, but, you know, it all depends now. Is the 8-9 dead? If it is, then just play. You know, apparently it's not so dead because he would have already shot. Yeah, he looks like he's going to draw and try to play position for the 8 somewhere in the side, but he's going to hit it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, oh boy is right. He's not snookered. Does he have a billiard? Does he have a billiard? 8-9. Can he shoot the 8 and billiard the 9, or does he have to play one or the other, not both?
If he just pockets the 8 ball here, let's say center ball, he nudges the 9.
Well, I think
and
he'll
pushes
hit the
it
9 on the thin side if he does that. The 9 might bank to the same pocket he would shoot the 8 in. They're stopping funny. You know, anytime good players are taking this long to go from ball to ball, you know, there's a lot of thinking and nothing obvious for sure. He's looking to cut it.
He's got the extender in his hand again.
Yeah. I think he's going to hit the 9 on the bank side. Not going. He's not going right to the pocket because it's pretty thin. So this 9 is going to bank towards the same pocket he's shooting the 8 in, I believe. It looks thin. Man, he looks uncomfortable. It looks very awkward here. It's at the extension of his body, besides the extension.
He's about as far as he's going to go.
Yeah. He missed the ball. He didn't cut it enough, and he lucked the 9 in. Dennis is standing there amazed. Confused, amazed. What happened to me, he said. Why did this happen? He missed the 8 terribly and banked the 9. I thought it was banking somewhere. It went right in.
Whiz.
Well, it's a 3-3 ball game. Dennis was not happy about that. Right now, he feels like the world's against him.
Tell me, why can't they just make a new rule where you have to call the 9? Why have the wild 9? Why not just go to a call 9?
Carl, you can't take luck out of the game of 9 ball. It's like part of the personality of 9 ball. You can't take all the luck out of it. You know, one of our players came with rules that took all the luck out of it, and it helped the better players. We don't want to help the better players. We want to keep getting a bunch of entries.
Entries, sure. People that are on the outside thinking about coming in.
If the rules favored the top players, you'd lose entries, you know.
It's so demoralizing when you see that 9 happen, but you got to get through it.
It happens.
There's a lot of game left here.
It's 3-3. Let's see if Johnny's going to make a ball. He hit it a little harder this time, but he's glancing. He's glancing. We're going to replay that last shot Johnny just shot. He didn't cut the 8 enough, and the 9 banked straight back. So we're going to show that again. There it is. See, I like to tell people, like, for comedy, whatever happens in the game, make believe you played it. You know, he could have did body English like he played it. Yeah, whatever happens, make believe you played it. Well, he's got a thin hit. Again,
come on.
A lot of safeties.
Yeah.
A lot of safeties. And not only a lot of safeties, a lot of can't reach the cue ball stuff.
Oh my gosh, we've had everything in here.
Left-handed.
It's like a chess
twisting. Match. Funny. It's funny. Funny.
You would have thought a lot of offense today.
Look at this, even left-handed. Look how awkward it is. But he's close enough to hit it good. Which he did. He's trying to snooker him besides distance. But you know what? I think he left a hit on the 1. I think he has the window. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. No, I think the 8 has got him.
Danny, with the professional players, when they have to reverse from a right-handed player to a left, looks like there's a break time here.
We'll be right back. We're taking a little cigarette break. Okay, we're back with our match. Both players went outside to have a little smoke and settle their nerves, it looks like. And we're back to playing safes and push.
Wow.
And that's what this match has been. Two real aggressive players.
What?
He wanted to tie up the ball, that's all.
I see.
He wasn't going to get the best of... See, I tell people this. Whenever you got an impossible kick or highly improbable kick, tie up a ball and let the guy work so you get a chance to get back to the table. Now, the 2 does not pass that 4 ball. I mean, the 7 ball. 7. I like to call that the 4 ball because in snooker, the brown ball is the 4 ball. And here we have the brown 7. Now,
Johnny's
he looked
was playing safe.
Well, no, he was trying to leave an angle where he can go into the 2. That's why he put it next to the rail, but there wasn't much angle. Now he's going to do it 1 rail. You know, he could possibly fall on the 2 in that same pocket that he's shooting the 1.
Is that what he's trying to do right now?
He's trying to get an angle to either go at the 2 or go past the 2 and shoot it in that same corner he's shooting this ball. He may be able to do that. I like that better than hitting the ball. Because hitting the ball, you're not guaranteed it's going to stop right. Watch out, scratch. Well, he did what he wanted, and see, that's what Dennis didn't know. If that weren't the 2 ball he tied up, it would have been a little bit different, because with ball in hand on the 1, he only has to do something like this, and he did it very well, you know. Now he has to go forward and shoot the 3 in one of the far corners. Now, he has a little angle. I don't know if he can just go straight. He may have to spin it with like a hair left-hand English to assure the ball going forward. You know, if you just stroke this, you're going at the 8. But if you glide it with center left-hand English, you can go past the 8.
So not only has he got to make a tough shot, he's going to be putting English on the ball.
Yeah, he's got to control the cue ball. He's got to hit it soft enough where it'll go forward. I think he's fine. See it? He missed the ball.
Oh.
I thought he missed the ball. But he didn't miss the ball, and he stopped pretty good.
Danny, with this next coming shot here, this 4 ball, where's he supposed? What corner is the 4 ball supposed to go to? Where we have enough position, or it's like?
I think
the area where the cue ball has to go.
Good question.
Which is the better, I guess?
I think he's supposed to go at the 9. If he goes towards the 9, he's going to have position on the 4 and a chance to make the 9. Hit it low and go right at the 9. See, the 9 to me was the target for the cue ball. See, he hit that. He could very well have hit it a little bit higher, and he would have glanced less, and he would have went at the 9 with a chance to make the 9 and still have position. He got perfect here.
In this case, he's looking to take the guarantee.
Oh, yeah. He's fine here. Just make the ball and go to the 6 in the side. He's got perfect angle for that. But now you want to shoot it a little harder. He may have got just the wrong angle. He's going to have to take a cut on the 7. See, a little harder, it would have been automatic going to the 7. But he fell on the wrong side of the ball, we call it. You know.
Right.
The right side of the ball, the cue ball would have went south another 6 inches maybe. Now, I don't know if he's got enough angle to go 3 rails.
Do you have enough time to put that line that you're talking about on there?
Yeah, let's do that. See,
and again, obviously the better players know this, but
to do this. I'm not sure if he has that angle, but it looks like he's winding up to do that. Yep.
1, 2, here we go.
That's where he went. See, it was such a full hit. He hit it great. He followed my path.
Right, sure.
Good shot. But you don't want to have to do that. See, had he fallen on the 6 with the right angle, he wouldn't have had to do all that.
Just float down to the 7 instead of the 3 rails.
Yeah. But it's nice to be able to improvise and do that when it comes up.
Absolutely. Pool is a game of changes. It's unbelievable how it can just change on the next shot, but you have to be ready to get back in there, and dissect the rack, and start over. In some cases, you have to start over, basically.
Anyway, Johnny is going to win the 7th game and take a 4-3 lead.
Also 3 in a row.
Yeah, that's right.
It was 3-1.
Yeah, Dennis had the match in hand. Then he missed that 3 ball, and things have backfired a little bit. Yeah, 1 miss, and it changes the direction of the match, which way it's going. Well, Archer's shooting 878, which is respectable, and Dennis is shooting 813 after his 987 yesterday. 1 mistake, or it would have been 1,000. And Greg Sullivan has added another 1,000 for anyone to shoot 1,000 in the match race to 9. Okay, now Johnny has hit it hard and he's hit it softer. He's trying everything, but he hasn't had success with the break.
He usually comes up off his stance, doesn't he, when he breaks?
Yeah, he goes
He hasn't
forward.
been. Look at that.
Made the cue ball.
Very conservative.
That's
Look.
a no-no.
Wow.
He made a ball on the break, but you can't give players ball in hand after the break. You're going to be in trouble that game.
Did his 878 just go down?
Oh, yeah, that dropped down now. That's a big mistake, making the cue ball on the break.
Danny, with Dennis's 813 here being as low as it is, I assume that's pretty low.
It is.
Is it because he's made quite a few mistakes? I mean, it seems like he's had at least 3 mistakes in this match. Maybe more so.
That's the reason is right, you know. More mistakes you make, the lower the stat figure goes.
Wow, this
Dennis
cue ball.
He's not the same Dennis. You know, he got...
Does he seem to be rushing to you, Danny? I mean, you've watched him since he was 10 years old, probably.
Yeah. Well,
he
here's
just seems
the
to
thing.
not
he got
settle
over
in
the
yet.
ball, and he's got to jack up, which makes everything tougher. He made the ball. He wasn't happy where
he recovered.
Got, but, he recovered perfectly. Though here he just has to come back now. And
he's back on
line. He wants
line.
to keep a little angle on the 6 to go to the 7 like that. You know, he didn't want to get straight in on the 6 because it's more work. See, now he's got the angle where he only has to make the ball, and he goes to the 7 automatically. That's how you play position. But now he's going to get on the rail.
Wow.
See, he's just not playing real well because, you know, he's on the rail now, and this is a little tougher to stroke. He's going to go 2 rails.
And get on line again.
He did it. He did it. But, you know, it's all the tough way right now. Nothing is happening easily. Here he's perfect. Stop the ball, shoot the 9 in.
This cue ball seems to roll that extra 2-3 inches, and it's getting these guys in trouble.
Yeah. Well, we got a 4-4 ball game now.
They haven't really been having any trouble with the tightness of the rack at all.
No, they're racking pretty good because usually if they're having problems, they stand over it. The other guy checks it. He don't like it. Break him again, all that. Okay.
Believe me.
Dennis is having no problems making balls on the break. He's having problems with running the racks. Now look at this. He's got a shot on the 1, but the 2 is sitting funny. Well, he's got a shot on the 2. I'm sorry. He made the 1. He's got a shot on that. Now he's looking at a combination. See, in this shot, he's going to play safe. At the same time, he's shooting 9. Now,
in other words,
he's going to go 2 rails. He's going to pop at this, like this.
A two-way shot, we would call it.
He's going to pop at this and try to go this way and put the cue ball down there. You know, and it's free then. Get it? Get it? He
Look at
left
this
himself.
2-9 combination.
Well, he don't have a combination, but he might have a billiard
right.
if he can hit the 2.
Gee
but
whiz.
I don't think he can. And I don't think he's got a combination. He may be able to hit the edge of the 2, but not thin enough.
Really, this is a perfect situation. It comes up so much here. Now, what is his thoughts right now? What is he thinking with this 2-9 combination?
He can't make the combination because he can't hit the left side of the 2.
But he's got to hit the 2.
But he can hit the 2, and I don't know, he was looking to see if he could hit it thin enough to make a billiard, but I think it's going to be too full. I think you got to just play safe here. I think you got to bank the 2 this way and fall maybe this way with the cue ball. I don't think well, he's looking at rail first now. Maybe he can't even hit the 2. Now he's looking at a billiard bank. I mean, hit the rail, hit the 2, and billiard the 9 in. That's what
that would be
looking
some
at.
shot right there.
Yeah, well, main thing is you better hit the 2. Because if you don't hit the 2, you're done. Now, he has a good shot there, but you know what? He's got to hit this with a high ball.
Meaning?
That means that when he hits the 2, the cue ball will continue forward and make the 9. Low, it might do something differently, you know. Let's see what happens here. He's trying that. Well, he was off quite a bit, and
he could have.
He made the 9, but of course he didn't hit the 2 first.
And what happens if the 9 jawed? He'd be all done.
Oh, he would be dead. Like I said, if he didn't hit anything, this rack was over.
Jeez,
But
you'd think he would have hit that too.
It's supposed to be over anyway, you know. It's supposed to be over anyway. Ball in hand on the 2, 3 is out in the open. Everything's out in the open. Just fall on the ball is good. That's pretty good, you know. Just stop, leave a little angle on the 4 to get to the 5.
In other words, we're not going into any balls. We're just moving the cue ball around to the object ball.
Mm-hmm.
And when especially the amateur players should be looking at this and deciding which pocket is each ball going to go into.
Well,
is that the thinking pretty much?
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's looking to see if the 5 goes by the 8, and sure doesn't. You know, he needed a little more angle, and then he could have got to the side easily. But his stroke is so big that he got the cue ball to travel there, and great shot. Looked like he got a little fuller than he wanted to, so he had to hit it harder to get the cue ball to travel. And he did it very nicely. But he has such a big, powerful stroke.
Oh, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks like he's just touching the cue ball, and he could draw it 8 feet. And it's the big guys with power, you know. He's a big, powerful guy. And you know the thing? Dennis Hatch and Archer started about the same time. And they had a lot of people talking about both of them. And then we would have the little debates, who's better. They're both 18, and, you know.
They're the same age?
Yeah.
Or around about?
Yeah, they're close to the same age.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're both the same age. Close. But anyway, that was the conversation. Oh, what a good young player. Yeah, well, Dennis Hatch is good, too. And they would argue, yeah, he'll beat Archer. Archer will beat him, baloney. And here they are, 100 years later, playing each other.
And we're going to go to a 5-3 match here, it looks like. 5-3 it is.
No, 5-4.
No, I think it's...
No, Archer's got 4.
What, he took the lead 4-3 then?
Yeah. Now Dennis takes the lead 5-4. $878, $838 in favor of Dennis, just like the score indicates. Okay, we finally got a rack that someone didn't like. He wants all the balls froze. Okay, he said, that's good.
I know, he's been breaking them so well, jeepers.
Yeah, he's making the ball.
They have to break from the box, is that correct?
Yeah, the box.
Okay.
The box. Okay, I'll show the people the box. Well, he made a ball again.
Again.
Where are you, 1? There you are. He's got a shot on the 1, and no problems. The 3 is, you know, he's got room to make the 3. But this is easy position. Anyway, let me show you the box real quick. You know, I've been doing it every match. They have to break within this box. To stop the break,
the
anywhere
2 diamonds.
Here you can break it. The break is too powerful when you get to the side. So they're trying to make the break not as important as it should be. I don't know what the heck that was about.
Really?
He's not supposed to run into a ball. Was he going to bank at this? Yeah, he made a bad shot. He banked at it, but he didn't come close. Dennis is not thinking straight.
Nah, he
I don't
must
know
be
what that
rushing or
shot was
something.
about. He isn't supposed to go into balls. He's looking at his tip for some reason. Oh, he's trying to tell his opponent I miscued. In other words, I'm not playing that bad, Johnny. I miscued that time.
It's that doggone tip.
Yep. Well, usually you do that to your backer. You show him why this went. But Johnny's not his backer. I don't
Wow,
think.
these guys have had lots of chances at the table back and forth, don't you think?
Oh, of course. Funny
Gee
man.
whiz.
Well, I don't know what happened there with Dennis's thinking. I mean, he is not supposed to run into that ball. Now he's sold out, actually. You know, he don't have much to do. Make the 2. The 3 is pretty easy. Oh,
No,
funny
you're
stuff.
kidding me. Look at this.
You get over the top, you're limited.
I think he can hit center ball here with no problem, right?
That ball's got him sharked a little bit. He's got him sharked a little bit. Yeah, he has a shot, of course, but, you know, that's not bad luck. It's just bad play. You know, you got to get the cue ball out in the open better. You know, oh, he's all right, but he's lucky he's all right, because if that cue ball went another inch to the right, he wouldn't have had a good chance to cue this. Well, he's going to be fine here.
That really is a nice shot to control that draw shot like that, boy.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
That's so pretty.
Well, he's going to go 1 rail.
You know, people think of draw, but boy, to draw it back 4 feet or 4 feet 5 inches, try doing that.
1 rail perfectly. Very nice. Now all you got to do is leave an angle on the 8 to get to the 9. The only way you can go wrong is if you got straight in on the 8. But at this point here, he just has to roll it in. He's going to have a good, I would say, you're playing for a 2 railer off the 8 till the 9. You can do it 1 rail, but 2 rails like a little, you avoid the pockets better going 2 rails. Well, what is this? Yeah, he can go 2
Danny,
rails.
the fact that this 9 ball is on the bottom half of that center dot, it's on the bottom half, giving more room to play position up the top there. Is that what would he always be trying to go where there's more space to put the cue ball?
Well, he wanted to get a good 2 rail angle on 8 to the 9, which he's got. See it? I like that angle because you're not messing with pockets. If you start trying to go 1 rail, you're dealing with that corner pocket. There you can control it to that side rail. And he got pretty good on it, except the cue ball wants to keep stopping near the cushion.
If the 9 was, say, up above on the other side of the diamond, would he have then played position for the bottom half?
No, he would have still had the same angle,
okay.
and he would have had to hit it harder, that's all. He would have liked to hit it a little harder anyway, because he's near the rail. The only thing can go wrong, you're near the rail, so it isn't like this is automatic. You know, he figures to make it, but anytime you're near that rail, you don't see the cue ball splitting so well. You know, it's got a little bit of
Splitting.
figure in it. Yeah. In other words, you want to hit the cue ball in the center, and when it's sitting on the rail, it's tougher to hit in the center.
Right above, right.
But now we got a 5-tie ball game.
Here we go.
Race to 4 is what it becomes.
Amazing.
I used to teach Dennis in our room, the classic cue.
Oh.
Remember, his mother would drop him off after school. He was 14 years old.
And his dad would be right behind him.
No, not in those situations. No, the father wasn't there at that time when his mother dropped him off. He kind of stayed out of the teaching after I took over there. You know, he passed them on to me.
Which is what he always wanted anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the funny thing. He used to tell me, I want Dennis to be like you. I want him to be a pool player and a fighter. I'm telling you.
You two go way back, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what Johnny does. He's not breaking them as well as Dennis, but it's still 5-5. He's glancing. I don't know if he's trying to do that. I don't know why you would, because the cue ball has a chance to find a pocket doing that. Well, he made a ball this time, but I don't think he has a shot, but he has a good safe. He can freeze him right on that 3 ball. Cut the 1 a hair, missed the 3, and then freeze him right on the 3. I don't think the ball goes.
That's a tough call right there.
I don't think so. But he does have a good safe in case it doesn't go. You know, just hit it almost straight on, cut it a little, and try to freeze him on the 3. When you're snookering a guy, you can put him on that object ball that you're snookering him with. That takes away a lot of the kick.
Options.
A lot of room to kick. Now, you got to... Well, he looks like he's shooting it. It must go. Yeah, it looked close, but he would have to really come with a good stroke here. Yeah.
Well, he's got one of those, that's for sure.
Well, he did, but, you know, you didn't want to get the angle where you're going into the 9. That makes it a little tougher. Now he's just going to have to shoot the 2 straight in and draw it 1 rail. Come with the big draw stroke. You like this anyway. You like when they draw the ball, and so do most of the people. You know, just hit it straight on and draw the ball. Now, he had an angle, and he flew to 3. Always better, of course. He had enough angle to hit center ball and glance, but from here it looked straight in, and I thought he had to draw it 1 rail, but of course this is better. A perfect angle. Now you want the angle on the 5 not to run into the 9. That's all you got to make sure here. You don't want to run into the 9. So
he's stretching again, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, but he's a long guy, and he could stretch. Well, does he draw it, or does he hit the rail? Go 1 rail. Yeah, he's not real happy with it. He's not real happy with it. He would like to hit it a hair higher and harder. I don't know. See, it's got a little funny angle. It isn't like you're coming right at the 6. Let's see what he does here. Or the 7, I should say. What do we got on the table? The 6 and the 7, or the 7 and the 8?
7-8.
7-8.
No, I'm sorry, 6-7. That's correct. 6-7.
Okay.
That's right. I thought that was the 8 ball myself, looking at the screen here.
Well, they're dark. You know, he's got to force forward here. Pop the 6 in the corner and force forward, and probably shoot the 7 in the side pocket. Center ball with a little bit of stroke and force forward.
In this situation also,
yeah,
he's got to fall on the right side of the 7.
Oh, he went forward, and he did all right.
And now he's going. Now his cue ball is naturally going to position here.
Well, I think you got to put a little left-hand English, because you're passing the 9 pretty close. You know, when you hit this end rail, unless he wants to hit it full and draw to the right rail. Well, what is he doing here? It looks like he is doing that. He's going to draw to this side rail. That's what he did.
And go to the tighter spot.
And he drew his wallet out.
Oh, my.
Now, Dennis is not supposed to feel bad if he's snookered. He's going to jump. He's going to jump if he doesn't have a straight-in shot. But in case he doesn't have a shot, he's still got to feel happy that Archer didn't make the ball. That's really rare.
Archer's sitting, and Dennis is at the table.
Yeah,
that's what's happening.
He's got a shot. Mickey Mouse out.
Look at this. Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, that is really rare. I mean, from there, you know, if you're gambling with the guy, you might throw the game in. Of course, we have a rule here. You can't throw the game in, or it costs you that game and 1 more. Well, 6-5 now. Favor of Dennis Hatch. 8:55, 8:47. Slight edge with Dennis and slight edge in games. That was really rare. I'm like shocked that he didn't get out there.
I know it. Wow.
Well, it's a testament that
Look at the cue
everybody
ball.
misses.
Cue to the 1.
Well, he made a ball again, but here we go now with the pushing and safety. I wouldn't even push here. You know, I wouldn't push. I wouldn't give the guy a chance to
What are you
snuff
saying?
him.
You're saying just go right to the safe
Just
here?
go right to the safe yourself. Cut it thin. Cut it. I would say cut this ball thin and try to come over here somewhere.
The cue ball.
Yeah, and bank the 1 to maybe over there.
Is it possible he could try to get behind the 6-9 here?
Well, he didn't cut it thin enough. He didn't cut it
I
thin
see.
enough.
Yeah, he wanted to get behind the
He
6-9
did it,
somehow,
though.
right?
He got him, but he didn't cut it thin enough for the cue ball to travel, and he made the. No, he doesn't like it. I guess he sold out, or he thinks he did. But you know what? Either way, it's a bad shot because he didn't leave much of a threat for us. Well, Johnny's looking at the shot, so therefore he didn't sell out. Dennis was not real happy with the shot. I guess he wanted to put him more in jail than he did.
Yeah, he's. I can see it from here. He's in trouble.
Well, why isn't he thinking of hopping the ball? I mean, he's only got the edge to hop over, so it's I think he's looking to hop. Yeah, he can jump this ball pretty easily. He's aiming for it. Let's see. Now he's going to kick. He's going to hit the rail. Give it some speed here. Hope you get lucky. That's what he did.
In other words, he was pretty much couldn't put a safe down, so it's
not
hit him
only
hard and hope.
Hit it hard and hope.
Which
and,
isn't a bad idea anyway.
Except it didn't work. Sometimes you
Yeah.
kick soft to play a safe. Other times you hit hard to hope you can get lucky. He didn't do either. Now,
This makes up for that 9 ball he kicked in by mistake.
well, it didn't make up for it yet because Dennis didn't win the game yet. Now, do you want to run into the 9 to control the cue ball? Well, he ran into the 9 and he messed things up a little bit. He has a thin hit on the 2 in the side. I don't think it goes in the corner. And because you're hitting it thin, you might run into that 8 ball, and it might be a little difficult to fall on the 4. He's got to go to the 4. And hitting this 8 isn't conducive for falling on the 4. But he still has the dice. That's the only good thing you could say about this inning. He sure didn't control the cue ball very well. You know, he could have put a little more left-hand English and hit the 9 on the nose.
He seems to be off a couple of inches here and there, and it's hurting him.
That's all.
Can he go softly into the 8 here maybe and just take the hard shot?
Oh, well, he might have to do that, but I don't think he wants to. I think he wants to get closer.
Oh,
Yeah. So
what
he
a
decided.
beautiful shot.
Yeah, but that didn't do much better. It isn't like banking the ball got him a better shot. He's still got a tough long shot on the rail. Look.
Yeah,
He's stuck on the rail. This is not an easy shot. Of course, if he makes it, he'll have position, but, you know, in banking the ball, that decision, you know, you would think he'd have better position because of banking it, but he doesn't. He's got a tough shot. You know, a close match with a good player, you're going to pack your bags and be out of the tournament if you lose.
Was he trying to bring the cue ball to the 4 to put into the side there? Is that what he was trying to do when he just went too far by the 2 feet?
He wanted to bank the ball and get some kind of shot on the 4, but he
Okay.
didn't want to be on the cushion, of course.
Here
You know,
comes
but
your-
the only good thing, if he makes it, he's out.
Here comes your basics.
Yeah.
And
He missed it.
Oh, boy. Yep,
He missed
sure
it.
did.
Yep. He's a little hot now.
That's the kind of shot he should be making, though. He can make those.
Well, it's the game-winning shot. You know, it isn't like you had to do something with the cue ball. You had to make the ball, and you're on the ball. He didn't make it. But it wasn't a hanger. You know, you're struggling
that's right.
anyway. You know, if you're in dead gear, that's an easy shot. But if you're struggling with you know, they're not getting in good rhythm.
No
because
rhythm.
Every rack, they got safeties, pushes, blah, blah, blah. So in rhythm, he'd make that ball. But he's not in rhythm right now, and therefore he missed, and Johnny's happy he did. Johnny gave him last game, and now Dennis is giving Johnny this game. If he can get out, you know, the way it's going, I'm not going to give him automatic out anywhere they stop. Look at this.
On the rail here.
Still something
right.
to do. He's not on the rail, but he's still got to do something to go from the 5 to the 6. I believe that he would have to draw the ball a little bit and maybe play the 6 in the same pocket. Nope. He's doing it. He went 2 rails, and he is playing the ball in the same pocket. So he didn't have to draw the ball. He got perfect. Roll it in, and you're on the 7. Good angle. I mean, he's going to the 8 close as he wants to be. And I say that because, you know, you don't want to be far away on this shot because you do have to draw the ball back, and the further away you are, tougher to have the right speed. You know, from here, he should have no problem. Great. Great.
Here we go, 6-6.
Well, race to 3.
Wow, well, Dennis had a 3-1 lead early, and that was it.
Yep.
That was the farthest they've been apart.
862 Archer, 833.
That sounds like a tie to me.
Well, it's close, and so is the match. We got a pretty good crowd here watching
just thinking
this
of that.
match. The stands are filled. They're standing on the side.
There's at least 75 to 100 people in the stands, plus the outer. This is a beautiful setup. This is so beautiful to watch a game here. The only regret is that when you're out there, you just can't really hear the commentary.
Yeah, well,
it really helps to have the commentary. It just puts people right through the rack and helps them get through it. And I know there's a tendency to say that, well, all players watching are the above average type, but there's a lot of players that are just looking to get better, and they need to get past basics and the intermediate range. And listening to stuff like this and following through the rack how a professional player would go about it is real important for the young up-and-coming player that's learning the game.
So now they got to buy the DVD. And
why not?
Yeah, and then they'll get all you're talking about.
I would say when you buy the tapes, I think you have to buy 4 or 5 at a time, really.
Buy the whole match, the whole tournament, you know, buy them all. And now with this one, if they buy this one, they get an extra treat. They got Carl Galante.
I know I'll be buying a half a dozen. All right. I wonder if this is where the game starts to slow down a little bit. 3-3 race. It's like, wow, they're treading on rough waters here.
Okay, is Archer going to hit him hard?
I don't want that. I keep waiting. He seems to have changed his break.
He made the one.
When you say glances, you're saying what? He's glancing what? Too far off the
head
one?
ball. He's cutting the one, and he's bouncing cross sides, and that ball was going in the side if a ball didn't stop it. You know, the cue ball was going right at the side. A ball stopped it. But if you hit it right on the nose, you control the cue ball. But when you glance...
Is he trying to maybe put that one towards the side, possibly?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I've seen both. You know, we had the kid, Van Boning. He hit it straight on and controlled the cue ball, stopped the cue ball in the middle without hitting rails. Many times, that's what you're trying to do. Control that cue ball, because it's not bad luck if it scratches. Well, meanwhile, Archer made 3 balls. Oh,
Really?
now he made both of them there and didn't want to. Well, he's okay. He's okay. He's
Yeah.
got a pretty good shot, but now he has to fall on the 4. You know, all the high balls are gone. We got the 3, 4, 5, 9. 6, 7, and 8 are off. Now, this is the whole game. You got to fall on the 4. I mean,
The party's over.
is it too thin to control 1 rail? You don't want to go 2 rails because then you're taking a chance of falling behind the 9. You know, he would like to have it a little bit fuller. He's taking his time, like you said. It's serious now. It's a race to 3, and you're going to be eliminated if you lose. So let's
Dennis Hatch might not get to the table in the next
Well,
3 games.
well,
Although this
that's
hasn't been
great. Yeah. In other
the
words,
norm.
At this moment, it doesn't look like anyone's going to get up and run 3 racks. They're kind of struggling. Great players, but
Yeah.
I could predict I don't think anyone's running 3 racks.
I think both of these guys know that their opponent can do serious damage
He's got to
on
hit
one
this
mistake.
on the full side.
Here he comes.
Uh-oh, I
He
don't think
missed
he's
the-
going to like
He
this.
missed it. He missed it.
I
It's
know
hanging
he's
in the
not going to
pocket.
like this, but you know, really, he
No.
got fairly thin on the
Oh my gosh.
on the 4 ball. Okay, what do you do here now? See, he can get snookered very easily. You know, first impulse is to hit rail first, but you're going the wrong direction.
We-
So how do you fall on?
What?
How do you get?
Dissect this for me, would you? This is really important because balls hang out in the pocket all the time. People are not sure. They look, it's a berry, but yet they mess up on position.
Yeah, how do you get from this 3 to this point here? That's where you want to get. If you hit rail first, it's spinning around this way, and you got a chance to be snookered. So this is like big shot.
Oh boy.
Oh, he went right in the
look
drink.
At this. Oh gee whiz. I hate this.
Dennis wants to slam the table. Archer wants to kiss the table.
What do we just talk about these berries? It looks so easy, and yet
Carl,
they're tough.
it was not. I pointed out that position from the 3 to the 4 was very tough.
Wow.
And
that
it
ball
was so tough that in trying to get perfect, he went in a pocket, which can happen. It was not easy position. Anytime a ball is hanging and you got to go 9 feet away, it's a tough shot.
Not only that, that ball was really right in the pocket itself. It wasn't sticking out that much.
Which makes it tougher,
Yeah.
you know. So now Archer takes the lead. He only
Look
needs
at this. Oh my
2
goodness.
games now.
This has been happening the whole match.
All right, Johnny just checked the rack and met with his approval, so he's going to get up and break the balls. You know, he made a few last rack, so he don't have to change anything. He does not have to try a different spot. If he could remember where he broke from, do it again. "7-6 ball game. Archer's favor. And he has the break also, which hasn't been a big factor, you know, at least for
No.
him.
Well, he looks like he's going off center on this shot
Well, he's
with
going to
the cue
glance
ball.
again. Yeah, see the glance? He almost went in the side.
One to the side, went to the corner,
He
banked
went-
into
yeah,
the corner.
The cue ball almost went in the side, so I don't really like that kind of a break. But meanwhile,
The 1 and 2 are
he
gone.
made
1,
he made
2.
3 balls.
Wow.
Yeah, he made the 1, 2, and 8.
So apparently he's got to go 3 to the 4 right now.
Yeah. And
Is this four ball in a bad way here, maybe?
See. Well, the angle he has, it looks like he can play for the combination, and get pretty close. I don't know if he can get on the 4 very easily, but he certainly has an angle to go to the combination, or maybe even to the 4 in the far corner, not where the 9 is, the opposite corner. It looks like that's what he's doing. He's going to go forward and try to go between the 4 and 9, or get close to the combination.
He must like it.
Oh, this is a tricky combination. This 9 is off the rail a
Definitely
little
off
bit,
the rail.
where you could pinch it and miss it.
There's the shot right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about no more than a half inch off.
This is not a gimme. This is not a gimme. If this ball goes along the rail, he's going to overcut the 9.
Dan, the fact that he's coming in at an angle, I mean, he would have liked to have been behind the 5 perfect straight, right? He doesn't like this angle coming into this combination.
Well, the 4 it is, but you're right. He would have loved to have been straight in, because this is tricky. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be shocked if he missed this.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
Johnny was just looking up at the light, so you know what that means.
Yeah, that he's not crazy about the shot. Now you can't, if you roll it, you could sell out if you miss it, and you can't hit it hard because it makes the shot tougher. Well, it's too bad he doesn't have a billiard. You see, if he would have been out a little more, the billiard might have been the better shot, because then you're banking the 4 out in the middle of the table and leaving distance. Here, you're betting the game. If he misses this, the
at
9
7-6, his lead.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is not a gimme. This is not a gimme. Let's see if he can hit it. Looks like he's aiming to hit it with a little speed so he doesn't leave it hanging. See, it was not a gimme, and he went in the drink. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Well, he's playing a two-way shot, apparently.
But like I said, if he has to shoot it hard not to sell out, it makes the shot tougher. And therefore, Dennis still has to be happy he didn't make the ball.
I was going to say, he looks disgusted, but he's got to be happy as heck.
You got to be happy
just
the ball
to shoot
didn't
at
go
it.
in, You're right. He's got it. It looks like he's got a 2-rail kick. That's what it looks like.
He's got to come and change the momentum here.
You got to hit this ball. You got to hit.
Now you're
ball.
saying he's going in hard this time, correct?
You got
hope
to
something
hit
happens.
the ball. Don't leave ball in hand.
Well,
He hit it all right. Is he going to snooker him?
Oh boy!
Look at this. He's freezing. No, he isn't. I thought he was going to go right on to the 6 and snooker him, but he left the cut. Yeah, he's very disgusted right now. And this is like yesterday. He was riding high, very confident. Everybody's picking him to win the way he was playing. Today, he struggled. Yeah, he don't look real happy. There's a picture of Dennis Hatch. And the thing about this match, if you lose it, you're out. And I don't think he has any money cinched yet.
To see one of these guys leave this early on a Saturday afternoon before. What a feeling these guys must have to go. Whoever's losing this match ain't going to feel good. It's a big one for them.
Well, if he can make this, which he did,
oh my gosh, you can't. Oh, come on.
Okay, tell me about the suspense here. I mean, you can't even predict these kinds of
this is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, just when you think you saw everything, you didn't. He wasn't going in the side till he hit the 9.
From that angle, no less.
Look
it's
at
like
Dennis.
these are. Come on, Dennis.
You got to get 2-rail angle here.
Does it sound like I'm pulling for the Buffalo boy or what?
Well,
I
don't know. I like to try not get involved with pulling, even when I know the person, because I want to do a match, unprejudiced.
Come on, can't be serious.
Okay, what's going to happen here? He can go 2 rails. He can go 2 rails. He can come back 1 rail and shoot the 9 in the far corner, but that's not what you want to do. I prefer, and I don't know, he's got choices. I think he can pocket the ball here and go here, here, and here with the cue ball. That's what I think he's going to try to do. No, he went 1 rail, the other call, which he did perfectly. Well, if this ball was on the rail, frozen, he couldn't do this, but he got perfect.
He loves this. He's loving this.
Well, I got to draw a picture anyway. Well, here we are, race to 2. This has all the earmarks of a hill torture match.
Torture. How about the players?
We're going to show that scratch again there. Look at this. That's freaky. Look at this.
Where did Johnny make the mistake here?
Well, he made a mistake by not controlling the cue ball a little better. You know, that's not bad luck. Because first of all, I think he hit it too hard. He didn't have to hit the 9 and go right in the side either. But now we got an exciting race.
Boy, is Dennis loving this with his break. Oh my goodness. Let's see where the cue ball goes here.
Hundreds of people jumping up and down in the stands here for the excitement.
One ball into the far corner again, just like Johnny's last one.
What do we got here?
He made 3 balls?
3 balls again. He's done that 3 times, I think.
Oh my goodness.
This particular match. Now,
his cue ball was all over the place. You notice that? It ended up down on the bottom here, which he's done that a couple of times already. Gotta ask him about that.
What did he make? 1, 2, and 7? Yeah, he made 1, 2, and 7. So now he has a shot on the 3, but can he go to the 4 easily?
Well, what's he thinking here? He's got to either go. He's going to the side with the cue ball going natural to the position, or.
Well, he's thinking that he wished everything would have stopped a little better. But now that it's stopped here, and I'm struggling, can I overcome the situation?
Does he have a shot to put the 3 behind the 8 and the 9 situation there?
He can put the cue ball behind the 9 is what he could do. That's what he's trying to do. Little weak. Big difference putting him behind the 9.
Oh, my gosh. Mm-hmm.
See, he was trying to play a real dirty shot there. And
dirty, meaning?
Means snooker him. Here, I don't even think you're supposed to shoot this because I don't know how you can get to the 4. You know, I think you got to play safe. Now, can he play a good safe?
Wow, 3 balls on the break, and that's what he got, huh? Had to play safe on 3 balls off the break. Wow.
Oh, I don't like his end of shooting this and play position. I think he's got to play a safe, and it's a trick safe.
Possible?
Yeah, but you know the thing about it, he's looking. He looks like he's aiming to make the 3. I don't know where he thinks he's going to go. He would have to really fire this and go 2 rails and take a cut on the 4. Yeah, he's getting ready to fire it for sure. You see, if he hits this good, the cue ball will be near that side. He will have a cut on the 4. Let's see.
Jumped up a lot, boy. His stick went way up in the air.
See where he was trying to get for the cut, and he did, but he sold out. Dennis, you can get on the hill here. He's got an angle to get to the 4 also. You know, he's got to draw it back a little past where he is now to get an easy shot. I don't think he's going to go 1 rail. I think he can hit it full enough to draw the ball, but really can't tell. If it's thinner, he's going to have to go 1 or 2 rails to that ball. See, it depends on the angle. If he can draw the ball to here, he's going to take that shot. If not, if he can go 1 rail to here, he can do that, or else if it's no good, he can go 2 rails to here off the ball.
Just depends on how he's feeling.
Yeah.
Or what he feels
if he
most
goes
confident
2 rails,
with.
he doesn't want to hit the 4 ball. You know, that might be the most logical path. Let's see what he does.
Boy, you got to really think this through at 7-7, don't you?
Well, look how the balls are stopping. Everything is a jigsaw puzzle. Almost every rack. That could be something to do with them struggling. Let's see what he's going to do. He went to 2 rails, like I said. Don't hit the ball.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, if he didn't hit it, he would have been all right. But he's okay now, too. He's got a cut, and I think he can go 2 rails to the...
It don't look like he's cutting it. He's playing safe.
He's trying to go behind the 9 again, and this time he got him.
Yeah, sure.
See, now, if you can get that ball froze on the 9 perpendicular, you take away all the kicks. You see it? Now he's got a kick. It's not a bargain, but he does have a diagonal kick. If he were on the 9, he would have a lot of trouble hitting this ball. See, this is a tough kick because hitting the cue ball high or low affects the angle that comes off that rail so much.
So,
see, look at this. How do you like it, Dennis?
And there goes Johnny.
Dennis is feeling good about this. You know, the guy hit the ball, and you know, freaky things happening in this game. You know, in this match. Freaky thing. You know, you just...
We must have seen 6 scratches.
Yeah. Could you predict him hitting that ball full and going right through it and scratching? Very freaky stuff. But Dennis has got to be happy right now. He can get on the hill first, and the way he's breaking, he figures to get first shot at the blood.
He's had at least 3 ball breaks.
Freaky match.
3 balls, and he didn't have a real good shot. But his cue ball was flying around.
All right. Well, he got straight in. I think he has to just... He's going to have 2 good strokes here. He's got to draw this straight back and get straight in on the 6. Then he has to draw it back off the 6, which he does. Now, you know, he's got such a good stroke that he can do this stuff easily. Now, he got a little more angle than he wanted. Now, will this ball come straight off and back to the 8, or is it going to glance and go more towards the 9? Yeah, he's not real happy.
What is he going to use here? Just straight draw?
Just straight draw, but, you know, he might have a cut on the 8. You don't want to cut. See, if he got straight in on the 6, he would have had a straight in on the 8. But now he might have to cut and do more. Let's see what happens. See it? He's got more to do now. Now he's got a thin hit.
Oh, he's a lefty, thank goodness for him.
He can kill it, but he can also go back and forth, too. Yeah, he looks like he's going up and down. Yep, that's what he did. And he was afraid to hit it harder because he's going towards this pocket, but he hit it very, very well.
Ball is rolling, boy. That ball is rolling.
Everything's a tough way, you know, but he's all right now. And he's on the hill first.
He's happy as hell about that.
Yeah, well, it's freaky. The guy hit the ball and went right in the pocket. And you had it run out, which still got tricky.
Is this what we could call winning ugly?
It wasn't pretty, but, you know, the winner's going to be happy nevertheless.
Oh, my goodness.
838, 819, favor of...
That can't possibly be any good numbers, right?
No,
low 800s is not that...
No, this is not... You don't usually win shooting low 800s. You don't win.
Yeah.
850 and up, you got a good chance to win. 930, you're a winner. 900 is very good. This is just mediocre, but they both want to win.
Well, it's time for a 9 ball on the break, I think.
Well, that
for a little
hasn't been
excitement towards the end here.
Yesterday it did, but he wants to make a ball and see the 1. He made the
2
4.
balls.
He made the 1.
Where's the 2?
Where's the 2? The 2 is snookered. How's the combination? He hasn't looked yet. Is the 2-6 a combination? Is that in? Is it froze? Can it throw? He doesn't have a direct shot, and the match continues to be a little bit tricky. You know,
sticky and tricky.
You know, if the 2 were out in the open, it'd be over, but it isn't. So there's more work to do. He's looking at the combination. I don't know. If it's froze, this 6 could throw a little bit. Yeah, they're almost froze, but not quite. But still, it's close enough to throw. In case it can, you know, it has a chance to throw. You know, it might be way off.
Well, if he doesn't take the 6.
Okay,
where's he going with the safe shot? He's
looking at where the 2 is glancing. I don't know what that means. Is he going to shoot it straight on, let it glance, and just draw all the way back, put him on the end rail? That could be, but if a ball goes, it's going to be his shot.
Wow.
I'll tell you, from here it looks like that ball has a chance to go, but I guess not, or he would have been up shooting it.
If this is such a difficult position to be in, he wouldn't consider a... Oh, that's right, he can't. Okay. I was thinking of a push, but that doesn't work here.
Oh, you
Or
can't
could he
push.
push?
You're going to get the worst of the push. You know, if there's a safe from here, play it now. Don't leave the opponent a chance to.
I think if he had an easy safe, he would have been on it, but
Yeah.
it seems like he's
Well, it looks to
contemplating
me
the
like
safe shot
this
isn't
six
that
ball
good.
looks like it can go, but apparently
in the
not.
tight pockets. Oh boy.
Oh, he's playing safe, it looks like. He's certainly not shooting the 2-3 combination, I don't think. Now, if he fans this and brushes the 6, it's possible to fall on the side rail and snooker him. Very difficult here. Yeah.
What is he trying to do? Get this 2 ball to come here and keep the cue ball in here somewhere possibly? Or even behind?
He may be looking, he may be looking to cut the 2, brush the 6, and have it fall here, and maybe the cue ball rests there.
Oh, geez, he went crazy.
No, he didn't. He controlled Whitey. He wanted to leave distance. He did it very well.
Really?
There.
Jeez, what the
Yeah,
heck? I'd
that's
like
a
to
good
see that
shot.
shot again.
That deserves applause there. That was a good shot.
Darn it.
Good choice.
I never seen that coming.
The whole problem here is there's no problem hitting the ball. He didn't snooker him, but he left him distance now. Throughout the match, Johnny's been cutting at balls like this. Is he going to do it again? It would be spectacular. He certainly has a chance to kick behind the 2 and knock the 2 down the end of the table. But let's see what he decides. You know, it's easy from here. You know, we're not in a tough match and all that. You know,
It hasn't been going too smoothly.
yeah. You know, for us, you know, we've had no problems. But they are. Everything is stopping tricky and tough.
Are you saying you think he's going to go for the 2 cut or no?
He might. Well, first of all, if you don't have a good safe, then shoot at a white flag. Don't lose the game. Don't lose the game and the match with a phony safe. If you don't have a safe, then shoot at anything. He could kick behind it and control the cue ball, but I think he wants to cut it in. The whole match, he's cut at these balls, and he's hit it good. Now here he might run into the 3, too, if he cuts it. He's cutting it. He overcut it.
Look
He
at this.
overcut it and
Oh,
played
boy.
safe.
I think Dennis has got this one.
This match is... You think so? Does he have a shot?
I think, yeah.
Okay. If he has a shot, he certainly has an easy one.
There's a
and
good
then
shot.
He just has to fall on the 3. Well, he jumped up like he had a shot, so I have to say he can get by that ball. He can get by the 4 ball.
Dennis is checking that tip out again.
He has to hit it soft enough to hold it for the 3. He did, but he got in the 50-yard line, but he has a good shot. No, he's fine.
Yeah.
Dennis is okay here. Now go 2 rails to the 5 in the side, I believe.
I'm surprised Johnny Archer hasn't showed no emotion to this match. He just goes and sits down and stares straight ahead.
Well, he's a veteran now.
Wow.
He's had everything happen over the years, you know, so this is nothing different. Struggling match. Is he going to go 2 rails to the side or 1 rail? 2 rails. And he undershot it. Does it pass the 9? He's still struggling. This is unbelievable.
Guess what?
You
There's
know-
150 people watching this match. I'll tell you that. At least 150.
Well, I like to exaggerate just for, you know,
1,500?
publicity. Oh, there's 500-600 people here. Standing room only. And they're all jumping up and down.
There's no
Wait a
seats.
minute now. See, that was a mental error. You can't go wrong shooting too hard, and you could go wrong undershooting. This is throughout the game. You know, are you better off shooting too easy or too soft? And that's already built in a player. But in this case, he's not thinking straight. He's in brain lock, tough match, struggling, funny layouts. I don't know what he's going to do here. Pop the 9 in and draw back? Well, he's looking to see if the ball passes the 9. That's what he's looking at. And apparently he's decided it does. It must go in the corner. If it does, the rest of the rack will be easy. Oh, it goes. He had the left side of the pocket.
Okay, right.
But why did he draw the ball
I
back?
don't know.
This is just to make it a little tough yet. You know, he didn't have to draw the ball back.
This table's just plays so fast.
Yeah, but that's his fault. You know, the ball went. Now, why not stick the ball? Why draw the ball? Did you plan on missing it, maybe? Did you think maybe it won't go, so I'll leave him?
Yeah.
He's going rail first. Good idea if he doesn't wind up on the rail or tie up the 8 now. You know, just that little hit made it a little more difficult. Now the potential of going behind the 8 is there.
This is a very tricky shot coming up.
Sure
There's
is.
not a lot of room to
If
play
he goes
position
one
here.
rail to the 8, if he goes one rail to the 8, he could snooker himself. Well, anyway,
He's got to be where
here's the
he's got
choices.
a real
Now,
tight spot here.
yeah, he can shoot this ball in the pocket and try to go one rail to here, but like I said, the 9 enters that way. Now he can also shoot it and come back here and take the cut on it and then go this way to the 9. Well, those are the choices. One way you're gambling on being snookered, that would make the rack easier. The other way you're not gambling on being snookered.
He can't
and
draw.
it's a little tougher.
He can't just draw this.
Well, the speed is tough.
Oh my
How about
gosh,
missing the
look,
ball?
What are you doing hitting it that hard?
Well, he had to get
Look at
position,
this.
Carl. Now, Johnny has the same kind of choices. You know, he could have done what I said and just take the cut on the 8. Or, you know, if you're playing one pocket, it would have been easy to fall on the bank on the 8 and you're out. You know, that would not have been a tough bank. You know, in other words, he could have shot that ball. He could have shot that ball and got right here if he didn't want to gamble on snooker and then just bank it and fall over here. But he didn't decide that.
He felt he could get on the ball.
Yeah, but he didn't get on the ball. He missed the 7 and didn't get on the ball also. But he didn't want to go the path that he was snookered.
I would like to see that shot again. That'd be kind of neat to see where he made his mistake.
Well, we know where he made the mistake. He missed the ball and he took the wrong path.
Yeah, jeepers, the path. We weren't even talking about that one.
Well, Johnny's in the same spot now. You know, I'll tell you what, if you're worried that much about getting snookered on the 8, well, then take the bank. It's a Mickey Mouse bank. Roll this in, take the bank. Then you won't snooker yourself. You know, but they're struggling and they're not thinking straight.
And Johnny's hanging on for his life right here.
Oh, he
my
went the
gosh.
way. Now, if it bounces, he snookered.
He got it. He got it.
Yeah.
That was a doggone high-pressure, nice shot, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Under these conditions, Dennis steps in and wins.
He's still looking at it. You know, he may not have a full ball to hit the way he's looking. He doesn't like it. But that was the choice of going that way. I'm telling you, if you're worried about that, bank that 8. You know, you're the favorite to bank that 8.
Dennis just told him it's straight in. But Dennis is sitting. And Johnny's standing.
Johnny's doing little theatrics here, you know. He's going to look and look and look and look. Mosconi used to do that. He would walk around, act safe, and then he'd pop it in and everybody would go crazy.
Yeah.
So in other words, after
Build a little
all this,
tension.
if he shoots this straight in and draws the ball and gets out, they're going to clap their head off. You know, Dennis seems to think that he has the full ball.
Sure looks it, boy. Even on the screen here,
well,
it looks so no problem.
Really freaky. Yeah, he had a full ball. Now they're going to clap. See what I mean? They
well, listen,
if he got right up and shot and ran out, they wouldn't clap.
That's entertainment.
The theatrics.
Yeah, why not?
And like I said,
fun.
Destined to be a hill torture match.
Oh my goodness, that's exactly what we were looking at.
We had freaky things happen this whole match. Wow. You can expect more. You don't think he's going to break and someone's going to just run out.
He'll make the 9. Who knows?
No, there's going to be... No, I don't... Well, that would be...
well, first time
something.
today.
The 9 hasn't even come close to going. The other day, it was coming close or going in every rack.
Has this table played pretty consistent?
No.
You watching
not
this
at
thing?
all.
Not at, I mean, from day to day, possibly. No.
We were talking about... No one played well on it, and Pat and I said, this table is playing tough. And then Dennis made it look like a bar table. He just easy.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, today, the same
what a struggle.
country, the same table, the same everything, he's struggling. Freaky game pool.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
course.
Hill. I just can't imagine after
comes
all
the
the
Scorpion.
suffering that someone's going to make a ball and then an easy run-up. I don't see it. I just think there's going to be more complications, safes, torture. Yeah.
Consistency is the name of the game. How about Dennis, boy? He's got some following. When he plays pool, people just love to watch that
He's
kid.
a great player.
They love
you
to
know.
watch him.
Great player.
They know he's capable at any time of an explosion. Although I will tell you right now, I doubt if he practices very consistently when he's back in Buffalo.
Well, he was practicing terrible the other day. I think I told you. Dennis not hitting him good. He was hitting him like this.
Maybe
now all of a sudden.
Did he seem bored when he was practicing? He just maybe just needed some.
Anyway, we
Needs a
got
little
another
adrenaline.
good friend that Dennis was sparring with the other day, Mike Petrie from Buffalo. Mike Petrie was winning every game practicing with him.
Yeah.
Of course, our good friend from Buffalo, Mike Petrie.
Look at this. Oh, gee whiz,
See,
the 9 was 2 inches
almost
off.
went, but here it is. See,
2 inches off.
Okay. Dennis
And no
is-
balls.
Dennis is snookered. See, this is what I expected to happen with the Hill game.
You-
See,
that's-
broke,
Open
didn't
table.
make a ball.
Open table.
Open table, but he doesn't have a shot.
Wow.
He's snookered. But, you know, even if he had a shot,
Folks,
he
we're going
had
to be
a
here.
long one.
We're going to be here another 5,
Well,
10
we're gonna
minutes,
push.
that's for
now,
sure.
here's where I tie the balls up. Before I push, I tie the balls up here.
Where are we looking at tying up balls?
Well,
What do you-
I would shoot the 9 behind the 6, like here. So they're not thinking of it because they're not thinking straight. I just think right now you're supposed to say push and knock the 9 to here, just to make it a little trickier rack. You know, that's what I think you're supposed to do. Let them have the long shot on the 1, but tie up a ball. Because you know we're suffering. You know, no one's playing real
No.
solid, so he doesn't have to make the ball and fall on the balls. Tie up a ball, Dennis.
Dennis he'll be thinking about this one.
Tie up. He's not tying up the ball. No, you
He's
got
not
to
sure
tie
what
up
to
the
do.
ball.
He's
Bank
just
the 9 behind the 6 and let him go, or you know that's what he has to do. He's not even thinking of that because basically the whole match he hasn't been thinking straight.
he just seems to be rushing a little bit.
Yeah.
He needs to take that extra
Look,
2 strokes.
What's he going to do here? He's going to dare him to jump, or is he going to jump? See, he pushed and might have left an edge on the ball, but I think he's planning to test him on the jump. But I would have tied the balls up first, in case all went bad.
In other words, you would have took the shot in a sure thing.
Bank the 9 behind the 6 and make it a little more difficult for the run out if the push goes bad. Johnny's looking to jump this ball. What's he doing? Oh, he's letting him have it. See, Dennis dared him. Dennis is going to hop this ball.
They're looking at each other. They know
Oh,
it.
yeah.
They're not fooling each other, and they know it. A little cat and mouse action. Look at them.
He's going to hop the ball. If he makes it, he's going to have a pretty good shot on the 2.
If
But-
he makes the 1 on a jump shot,
Place will go wild.
wow.
All
I'd like-
800 of the people in the stands.
And I could say I was here, live and direct. Dennis is about 15 feet away from the table like a golfer, looking it up.
Well, he's looking to see if there is an edge, but I don't like hitting the edge. I don't think you're going to get a safe if you hit that edge. I think you got to jump the ball.
Look at
That's
this,
what he's
folks.
doing. If
Be
you-
ready.
You got to shoot it, Dennis, now that you committed to it.
Wow, he's in a tough spot. Wow, he could use another 5 minutes of thinking here, or maybe somebody.
Well, he didn't think out the push, but he's not thinking. You know, this is fine, but tie up a ball. You know,
He needs one of those. What did they call them when they were sitting next to the player with the IPT, when you had somebody sit with
Oh,
you,
coach.
a friend, a coach?
a coach.
Boy, wouldn't a coach
You were
be nice
allowed-
now?
You were allowed, no, a corner man.
Corner.
a corner
Yeah, that was
man,
kind of cool.
like
I like that
boxing. Yeah,
idea
it was.
too. A lot of good ideas.
Yeah, I was a corner man for Alex for a while. But we were having clashes because we played differently. So I didn't want to disturb his thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like cutting the ball because he's going to kiss
Cutting?
it again. He's going to kiss it off the rail. No, he didn't.
Oh, boy. Trouble.
See you later.
Forget it. Gee whiz. What was he thinking, I wonder?
Well, originally, I think he was planning to jump the ball. He didn't think out the whole shot, Carl. See, now, if that ball were tied up, he's got a good chance to get to the table. Johnny has no problems here, except falling on the 2. Now, I think you can get to the 2 in the side. You know, that's what it looks like. I mean, I don't think he can hit it full enough to control it. I don't think he can I don't think he can hit it full enough to keep the cue ball here, but he can do this and get here for the 2 in the side. That's what it looks like to me. Now, it doesn't matter what it looks like to me. What does it look like to Archer?
Behind the cue ball. Well, has anybody had a run out from the break today? I don't think
so.
that these guys have had a run out.
No one is going to run 3 racks.
Even after making 2-3 balls on the break, there still was no run out.
Let's see what Johnny does. If he does go my path and play the 2 in the side, he's going to need a little angle to get to the 3.
Did you see that big piece of dust there? Probably a chalk piece, a chalk speck.
Okay. I think he's going to go to the side pocket, 1 rail. But you never know. You never know. That's dangerous because he needs an angle. Well, he went 1 rail. He got the angle.
He's happy.
Perfect.
He's happy.
Oh, he's very happy. He got the angle he needed. He's going to get on the 3, and the 4 is out in the open. No problems. I think Dennis is in trouble here.
Yep.
Yeah, Dennis is in trouble.
Of course,
well, your opponent's suffering, so you owe it to him to get up and run out quick.
Johnny is deliberate.
Yeah, there's no way to go astray here, even if you got straight in. Even if you get straight in, and he got straight in, he might have a little angle where he can get a little closer to the 4 2 rails, but he doesn't have much angle. You know, and in shooting it, he's going to have to pound it to get anywhere close. He can't just roll it. See it? Good shot. Good shot. Great angle. Dennis has to feel himself going. Now he just needs an angle on the 5 to fall on the 6. Sort of where he is now would be sufficient. Get this kind of angle on the 5. Put the cue ball back where it is now, and you're out. That's where he was trying to get. He got a little straight, but he's fine. He can play the left side of the pocket, and he can get pretty easy on the 6.
This got to be a tough loss for whoever, huh?
Well,
what a tough loss here.
Going to be Dennis now.
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
I know Johnny's been in this spot twice before.
Yeah, but
something happened. But
I don't see
at
anything
this point,
going wrong here. I don't see anything happening bad here. You know. Yeah. He sees the goal line. Now, where do you want to get on the 8? So nothing freaky can happen. You don't want to be hitting rails and going towards those corner pockets. Let's see where he gets. He gets straight in?
He got there slowly. He took all of every inch.
Just got to draw the ball back, and he's fine. Dennis is going to concede here.
I think he tapped him on the back, and
he knew
a show of
dead.
good camaraderie.
And Johnny Archer wins 9-8.
Wow. That was a chess match from start to finish.
But
Jeepers.
certainly a suspenseful, interesting match.
I'll tell you what.
I think we're going to close. We're not going to do an interview here.
One thing's for sure.
Thanks for being here, everybody, and we got a lot of great matches coming. You wanna buy anything from Pat? downhill. 1-800-828-0397. Pat will send you the catalog, and you can buy any kind of game. Great matches. 3 cushion. Trick
Trick
tough
shots.
Anyway, we'll say goodbye for now.